championship on the line. Women's title up for grabs. And a few short weeks ago, it was this woman who emerged victorious in arguably the greatest women's triple threat match that we have seen here in All-Star Wrestling. It was a certified barn burner as Rylie Rose went against Tyon and Anna Beretta in a hard-hitting affair. It had everybody talking after that night. But Rylie Rose was the one who emerged victorious and now has earned herself a championship opportunity against Murphy Madsen, who won that title as part of the Vancouver 8 tournament in January. This is Murphy Madsen's first title defense, and James, I'm sure you know you're not truly a champion until you defend it. What's it going to be like for Murphy Madsen to step in the ring here, defending her title against someone who's on a roll in Rylie Rose?
Rylie Rose looks in great shape here coming into this one. She is making the most of this opportunity. It looks like she's been putting the time in the gym.
Yeah, absolutely. Rylie Rose, the most recent Lute Academy winner last year. If she wins the title tonight, she's not even old enough in this province to drink. Already an accomplished athlete at the age of 18. But speaking of accomplishments, here comes the ASW Women's Champion.
The 90s kid, Murphy Madsen, a certified throwback. Overcame all the odds at that Vancouver 8 tournament. Defeated all comers, and now there she is, the new All-Star Wrestling Women's Champion.
What a night it was for Murphy Madsen back on January the 11th at the Vancouver 8. Defeating multiple opponents that night en route to victory, getting the nod from former ASW champion Kikyo in the process. Kikyo in a moment of kindness, handing Murphy Madsen that title and embracing her in the ring. But we know that she's going to be watching this one closely because she's been promised a title shot the moment that she is able to compete once again.
Yeah, can't wait to see Kikyo back in action. I'm sure she has her eyes keenly on this one as Murph will defend that championship. But will it be for the first and last time?
The following contest is a singles match set for one fall. And it is for the All-Star Wrestling Women's Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Well, a chorus of boos from the Vancouver crowd here, perhaps because she's
and
from
her
Edmonton.
opponent, the champion from the thrift shop down the road. She is the original 90s kid, and she is your reigning and defending All-Star Wrestling Women's Champion.
Tremendous ovation for Murphy Madsen. I'm sure many of the capacity crowd here tonight saw her win that championship back in January. They will see her defend it in just mere moments.
Absolutely. Murphy Madsen that night had to go through Rylie Rose's fellow Albertan, the intangible Zoe Sager, to win that title.
Referee Joe King holds up the gold. That's what it's all about.
Well, it was Edmonton that ended Vancouver's championship hopes last year. Will Edmonton dethrone Vancouver again here tonight?
We will find out in mere moments as the bell is rung. This one officially underway. Rylie Rose and Murphy Madsen.
The pedigree of Rylie Rose, trained by the likes of heavy metal Harlan Abbott, and of course Michael Richard Blaze, leader of the Clandestine Society out in Edmonton. two very, very accomplished trainers. This is not going to be an easy night for Murphy Madsen.
Rylie Rose, some might call that body shaming.
Murph looking for a test of strength. I'm not sure exactly how wise that is. As the lever, oh my goodness.
Here we go.
Slapping the gum right out
There
of the
we
mouth
go.
of Murphy Madsen. Joe King putting it in his pocket.
Save that one for later, I guess. And Murph, it took her eye off the prize. Don't want to do that too often. But still was able to find the mark. And
A little bit of disrespect early from Murphy Madsen. They're turning her back on Rylie Rose.
oh, hard into the buckle. Murph charging in. Nice splash. That takes Rylie Rose down on that bottom turnbuckle. And now Murph climbing up.
There we go, Murph looking for the roar of the crowd.
And Rylie Rose has got nowhere to go. She is pinned in tight.
Spoke too soon.
She fooled even me.
Rylie Rose playing a game of possum. They're taking Murphy Madsen down.
It's that sort of prairie tough right there. She took 8 shots to the top of her head and then turned around and answered right back.
Off the ropes now. Here comes Murph. Look at the strength of Rylie Rose. Incredible.
She might have broken her nose. The champ might have broken her nose after she just face planted onto the canvas there.
Yeah, Murph definitely holding on to her nose there. Rylie Rose, that's why they call her relentless, right back on the attack.
Will Rylie Rose be able to continue her momentum? Ooh. The nose wasn't broken before. It certainly might be now.
Well, Rylie Rose certainly knows what it's like to hold championship gold, the former Can-Am Women's Championship, as well as the BEW Women's Championship. And what an amazing night it would be if she got back on the plane with 20 pounds of All-Star Wrestling gold.
Murph stays alive. And Rose showing off the guns. In tremendous shape. As she uses her power to keep Murphy Madsen at bay. And now, sends Murph back into the buckle. Trying to slow it down, make sure that she's exercising a deliberate pace here.
Boy, you can hear that echo off every single wall here in the Maritime Labor Center, boys.
And now Murphy sent reversal. Reversal again! But it was Murph, and it looked maybe head first right into the top turnbuckle. And she once again puts her hand to her face.
Well, fans not big fans of relentless Rylie Rose here, but she is living up to her nickname, just punishing Murphy Madsen at every opportunity she gets.
A lot of pressure on the champion. Not only to defend, but to defend in the very building that she won that championship.
There's 2 kids ringside right now that are maybe 11 years old, maybe even younger, that are flipping the bird to Rylie Rose.
Must be the influence of El Fantasmo.
Well, clearly, yes.
Knee right to the lower back there by Murphy Madsen.
LP's reach knows no bounds.
He's global. He's worldwide.
And now Murphy Madsen just holding Rylie in place, dropping her down here. Rylie trying to charge out of that buckle, but gets a bit of assistance from Murph as she collides hard with that turnbuckle. Here comes Murphy!
Putting those knees right into the chest. Oh.
Murphy with some choice words to Rylie Rose after all the taunting from Rylie Rose. She just shoves her face into the mat, gets the approval of the crowd.
Murph just reminding her who the champion is!
Oh boy.
Kicked her head right off there.
And continues the attack with some vicious ground and pound. Both lefts and rights driving into the head of the ASW Women's Champion. And Rylie Rose is nothing but smiles after that vicious assault on the champion.
Looking at Joe King saying, sorry, not sorry.
Head official Joe King admonishing Rylie Rose, but I don't think she cares.
No. There's championship gold on the line here, right? This is a by any means necessary right now. That is her approach.
Absolutely.
And as we saw in the last match, pinfall can happen at any moment. I mean, you never know when that decisive 1, 2, 3 is going to happen. Oh my gosh! You can hear the smack of the back as the forearm of Rylie just collided, knocking the wind out of Murphy. Now into the cover, shoots the half with the leg hooked and was just a heartbeat away from picking up that title, and I think Rylie Rose knows it.
Yeah, Murphy Madsen taking a lot of punishment this match, but again, she's used to those championship rounds, went through multiple opponents that one night, and she's not going to give that title up that easily.
But is Murphy Madsen still feeling the ill effects of going through multiple matches just a few short months ago? Has her body recovered in time?
Well, she's certainly being put to the test here tonight, Peter Brown.
Previous champion Kikyo held that title for north of 400 days. Remains to be seen what kind of reign Murphy will have. If Rylie Rose has anything to say about it, it will be a short one as Murphy goes off the ropes!
Oh, there's that patented cutter from Murphy Madsen.
I think it stunned Rylie Rose.
She murphed her.
But Murphy did not have enough to follow up and turn that into a pinning predicament. Fans getting behind the 90s child. Joe King doing his best to count, his arms restricted with those sleeves. Told me at intermission that his count was just a hair off because of how restrictive they are.
Well, once again, poor commissioning on the part of Disco Fury. Not allowing Joe King to go sleeveless as he prefers to do.
Really impressed by the poise by Rylie Rose here in this match. Here she is in a championship contest at just 18, and she's showing she's belong.
Oh my gosh.
Back elbow to the face, a vicious elbow by Murphy Madsen.
Oh, champion's feeling it now, right? You really feel that the tide has shifted in this match right now.
Murphy showing what earned her that victory at the Vancouver 8. Is this enough to put away Rylie Rose? 1, 2, and no!
Joe King out of position there. A little bit of a lag time before getting that first count.
I mean, Joe King's often out of position, but I don't blame him this time with the problem with him wearing sleeves this night out. So we'll have to talk to Commissioner Disco Fury about this.
And again, every time it looks like Murph is starting to build some momentum, it is just Rylie pounding away, just beating her mercilessly. But Murph somehow standing, somehow, look at this from Rylie Rose!
Wow.
Beautiful side suplex by Rylie Rose. Going for the cover. This could be it. We could have a new champion.
2, and Murph able to get that right shoulder off the mat, much to the chagrin of Rylie Rose. And now Rylie
really favoring the small of her back here, Pete. I think that was a real damaging blow right there with that side suplex.
And if Rylie Rose can hit this, it might be, Murph somehow slipped out of it. Series of strikes, high and low, trying to confuse her opponent.
Oh my goodness. Looking for an unprettier.
Rylie Rose living up to her namesake.
Don't know if she caught it all the way.
1, 2, and somehow Murph with a guttural roar stayed in the match, and Rylie Rose now becoming frustrated with the count.
I think everybody here was a little bit stunned that wasn't it. Rylie, the fans even. But Murphy Madsen refuses to give up. Murphy Madsen will not go down without a fight. But I guarantee you, boys, Rylie Rose is happy to provide that to her.
Now Rylie tried to go back to whatever she was looking for before. Murph, does she have enough strength to take Rylie down? Oh no. Rylie now sending Murph into the ropes, comes back in, wheelbarrow again. No, Murph reversed. Drives her to the mat, head collided. 1, 2, 3.
And Murphy Madsen, what a title defense. What a win.
What a finish. What a finish.
Well, if it's true that the first title defense is the hardest, Murph just earned victory the hard way, but the fact remains that she is still the All-Star Wrestling Women's Champion. But I'll be damned, she was in a fight. Murph heading up top to celebrate a challenging victory, but a victory nonetheless.